Welcome to another Cakeland preseason coaches interview, this time with Coach Hingen, the football coach of the Cheylin Cougars, brought to you by Farm Credit of Western Kansas and many businesses throughout the Bird City and McDonald area. And Coach, as you look ahead to the upcoming football season, what do you expect here in Cheylin?
Well, I think we're going to be all right. We're going to be competitive. We're a little lax on experience, but we've got some good kids that are out.
All right, folks, if you want to know more about Cougar football, go to openspacessports.com. Coach, let's talk. This is your first year as the head coach here. Now, you've been in the school system for a while, so you're familiar, obviously, with these kids. You've been around them a little bit. Stepping in as a new coach, maybe that's an advantage for you?
Yeah, it's a definite advantage. I helped Mr. Keltz when he was coaching here for several years, so I'm familiar with all the boys and how the program works.
Several years ago, of course, Cheylin made the playoffs a couple of years in a row and even won and got into the second round of the playoffs. Been down the last couple of years. Do you see this team maybe on the rebound a little bit?
I believe they are. We have some decent size and some good quickness, and it just depends on how well we gel and coming into the season.
How many kids did you have out this year to start the season?
17.
Is that are you happy with that number, so to speak, I guess?
Yeah, I would like to have a few more, but we've about tapped out the student body. You know, we've got most of them.
What about leadership on this team?
We've got good leadership. Sean Polka, Michael Barnett, and those are my two seniors, and they came out, and they are really encouraging the rest of the guys, and we've had very, very good practices so far. And
every coach always, I think, looks forward to those 8th graders a year ago who are now going to be part of the high school program. To be they're obviously inexperienced and they're going to have to get experience, but do you have a good group of freshmen coming in?
I've got a real good group of freshmen coming in. There's 5 of them, and they have really stepped it up. I've really been pleased with what they've done so far.
As you look at your schedule for this season and the teams that you play and even teams that are in the WKLL's example, how do you see the league? How do you see your district shaping up? What do you know about them?
You know what, it's going to be, I think it'll be pretty tough. The league, we should get along all right. I'm not real sure. You know, last year I wasn't around it a whole lot, and just looking at the teams, I think we could be about 500 this year.
Now, is this the team that you're inheriting and building your team? Would you prefer to run the ball? Would you prefer to pass the ball? Will you want to split that pretty even? How does the offense look to you?
I think we're going to be a lot of running and sprinkle some passes in there, but mainly run.
Weskin, do you play Weskin?
Yes,
I can't
we do.
remember. So now that's going to be a 6-man game, I think, because Weskin has gone to 6-man football. What about playing a 6-man game? I mean, people that think 8-man is pretty wild and crazy wait for 6-man, right?
Right. It depends on if we play 8-man rules or 6-man rules. 6-man, it's 15 yards for a first down, and they have to pitch the ball. They can't hand it off, and they can't just make a direct run. If you play 8-man rules, and everybody's eligible in 6-man.
Right.
But in 8-man, then they would just have 2 ends and the backs, and you'd run it just like normal and have 10 yards for a first down. Depends on how we play. If we play the 6-man rules, it'll be a wild one.
All right, listen, good luck to you in your first year here at Cheylin High School.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, Cheylin head football coach Hingen here on openspacessports.com.